So this is what happens when you have a drink and go on Auto Trader late at night.
You end up with a 2.8 litre manual Quattro.
That doesn't start.
Yeah, that was the little caveat I was going to mention, which would be nicer if it starts.
Roll the footage. Okay, so the car is in the shop now. We have to take the interior apart. We're not sure if we'll be restoring it or turning it into a race car. So for now we'll be preserving everything. The car is full of water, so we're just gonna take everything out.
And maybe figure out if the engine starts or not.
And Rob is doing the first thing that you really should do when encountering a non-starting car, which is the fuses.
Check the fuses. I see something's missing there.
Yeah, I've also found
second fuse box.
Second fuse box chopped off in the boot. Yeah. So the interior is bloody filthy. So I'm just gonna rip it out and let it sit in warmth to dry off.
Yeah, what we noticed was the both rear windows were like literally cracked open.
This much?
A tiny bit, and unfortunately they got a lot of water in, which is, well,
not good.
I don't feel comfortable in here now.
How wet are you?
Quite.
This is how the rear seat looks. It's a bit gnarly. I don't know if you can see. We'll do some B-roll if anything, but just it's covered in mold and it's just so moist. So heavy and so moist. Found a way to get it out. We knew it has some electrical faults, and I think I found the reason for it. So, that's a wiring loom that's like submerged in water.
Okay, if there's no connections there, it will be fine. If there is some connections underneath there, it will probably still.
You want to unplug the battery?
No. Yeah. So when we pull the carpets, we'll come back to it.
Yeah, that's how much water there was in this car. Let's drill a hole in the floor to basically get all this water the hell out of here.
Oh jeez, Rick.
Some of the water.
Well, that's it.
It's going through. It's slowly. Never seen a car literally piss itself. There's so much water coming off of it.
Jesus. Coming in hot.
Oh, it's coming through.
I'll just leave it there.
Yep, just leave it there. Okay, so we bypassed the stock wiring on the Audi for the fuel pump. It works when we just hooked a spare battery to it. So now we'll do a test of, well, trying to get it to run.
Test of, was it the fuel pump?
Yeah, was it the fuel pump essentially? We'll find out. If it was, then it's hopefully going to run.
Later.
Okay, so we got all the interior out. It's drying all over the shop. We got about, I don't know, 40 liters of water from everywhere in the car, the cowling, the floor.
Which is kind of terrible.
Yeah, I mean, when you see wires in water in a car, not a good sign. Next, there's a whole host of electrical issues. So Bob took out most of the original aftermarket stereo from 2004.
I would say I just took out everything that was redundant or just
Not
used
plugged into anything.
Yeah, not used at all.
Next is starting the engine, but that's wholly your department.
Yeah, so we've done some troubleshooting. With the dodgy wiring in mind, we actually kind of had to bypass everything and power the fuel pump separately because it was just not starting up at all. When we went through that, now we know, we've checked, we've got fuel, we've got spark. Well, we do know that we have some compression, so the last thing to check is the timing. Hopefully it's not too far off.
So it's time to take the rocker covers off and see if it's savable.
If not, a new engine.
So as this is a bit of a team project, I'm taking up the rocker covers while Bob takes care of other cars in the shop. So yeah, let's get it off.
Oh God, we'll know in a second. First of all, it missed few oil changes. That's first thing I know. And
It's got fresh oil in there.
it's been changed, but it missed many oil changes. You see the sludge everywhere.
All this shit.
Yeah, that's the sludge. Let me pull everything apart. Now it has a fresh oil, but it will take us many flushes to get rid of all that stuff. It's not even. Oh God.
Jesus.
It needs Jesus, but the tensioner seems to be actually fine.
So this side is fine, timing-wise.
That's bad. I was hoping that this side is the one that's. Well, we'll take off the other one and see in a second.
It's up.
Jesus Christ.
Ugh.
Why?
Fuck it.
Oh, this one, you can tell that this one has a new tensioner in the belt and the chain.
So someone opened it, saw it, and was like, "That's fine."
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, can anyone get in and spin the engine for a sec? Just turn the key and spin it. Don't turn on the fuel pump, don't do anything. Oh wait, stop it. Okay. We got it.
What's wrong?
Oh, you don't see it?
Yeah, not from that side anyway.
Well, look at this.
We got it.
Yeah.
At the tensioner on the other side.
Oh!
Lord.
Yeah, that's not tensioning anything.
Somebody need a tensioner. Happy days.
It's saved, probably.
It's probably not saved because the valves might have got in contact already, but at least we know what to fix and maybe rebuild the head in the meantime. But we know what to order, which is good. Progress. Now let's get the drive shaft into the drive shaft place to chop it and make it shorter and make it a one fast stroke.
Okay. So, it's very late. We torn through literally more than half of the car.
Pretty much.
I think we found most of the faults.
We are hoping that we found most of the faults. So we've told you about the fuel pump earlier on. There is a timing issue on one of the chains, on one of the heads. And other than that, we found a lot of sludge that you've probably seen already. And well, the game plan is to fix the issues that we found and take it from there.
Well, now we need to order parts which aren't that common anymore, so we'll get to that when they come.
Hopefully it's not going to be terrible.
And then hopefully we'll get to start the car. We didn't manage to start today. We tried, but we found like most of the issues we can physically diagnose now without tearing the heads open and turning this into a long job, because the gaskets, etc., are all hard to get.
So for now, we're keeping it so we can actually like move it out anytime.
And hopefully next time you see it, it will be running, because we'll get the powers, we'll put them on, and it will freaking work.
And there's going to be no other issues. Hopefully.
So like and subscribe.
Hit the bell icon.
Yeah, and there'll be no issues. And the V6 will sing again.
5, but V6. Oh shit, I screwed it up. I thought you said B. Anyways, you can cut it out.
See ya.